This year has been a wild year for weather. We've had some real significant wind events where we're having steady winds at 30 miles an hour with gusts up to 50 and 60 miles an hour with temperatures at below zero. In our world, ice isn't always necessarily bad. Stopped ice usually leads us to some problems. So one of the key purposes of the breakers is to help facilitate breaking up ice and keeping ice moving.
There's two types of vessel to be used for breaking up and displacing ice. There's a cutting style hull shape, which is the Canadian vessel, the Niagara Queen. But the Latham is built more as a, almost like a hammer, where it rides up onto the ice. The hull is designed to actually bear its weight down upon thicker sheets of ice to break it up.
The Latham works in tandem with the Niagara River Queen from Ontario Power Generation, and their job is to keep water flowing through a channel that would flush it over the falls as much as possible. The whole process starts with Niagara River Control. Working with the operations staff at Ontario Power Generation and the New York Power Authority, they're constantly monitoring water levels in the river and the ice conditions.
We had a significant stop in front of the New York intakes. For most of this event, the Niagara Queen was on the New York side, assisting with a very, very large stop, an unusually large stop of grounded out lake ice with river ice building it behind it. So much of this ice was stated to be in excess of 12 feet thick.
We had nearly 100% coverage at one point in time. It took us days and days to get only maybe 500 feet off of the front of the wall in front of our intakes, the NYPA intakes.
We have times that in a matter of 3 weeks, the boat's running 24/7, gaining hundreds of hours on it, and the boat isn't being shut off. The boat is out there, it's working hard, it's breaking ice. It'll come back to our Adams Slip where we'll do a crew change out. If we have to refuel the boat, we'll do it there, and then the boat goes right back on the water.
I give full credit to our guys who are going out there and manning the boats in the nastiest weather imaginable. And you think about it, they're less than a couple of miles from the brink of the falls, and many times that's scary work.
You can imagine just banging into things all night. You know, if you're in a boat and you did that once, you know, you wouldn't forget it, but they go looking for things to smash into, right? And that's all they do all night. It's not a very comfortable ride.
They're unsung heroes because, you know, in the wintertime, in the bitter cold, in the windy weather, your electricity's still going on because they're out there doing their job.
If I were to see this job on the outside looking and not knowing what I know, I wouldn't think in a million years that the two boats that we work with, the Latham and the Niagara Queen, would have enough to do what we do to get this entire river cleared up. But we work round the clock, 24/7, 3 shifts, and can be grueling at times, but we get the job done. That's what we're here for.